Hey guys, welcome to Everyday Family Adventure. I'm Trent.
And I'm Siobhan.
And we have a lot of things to update you guys on, so here we go.
Welcome to our minivan.
Welcome to our minivan.
And it's a very quiet minivan right now because we don't have kids with us.
They're playing video games.
But this new view that you have here is courtesy of one of our subscribers and supporters that we just love dearly.
Yes.
And they have been supporting us for a while, the Koskis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Me and Larry.
Yes, thank you
They
so much.
got us the new GoPro Hero 8.
They got us a new GoPro because they miss seeing us.
Yeah, and we had just, to be honest, we had just had a hard time doing the videos we were doing with our current gear setup. It was just old, and it was what we had first started our vlogging with, and
it was heavy.
It kind of got grafted in more as a photography camera. So this is a blessing. This allows us to get to see you guys a whole lot more often, and we can share a lot more updates and a little bit more of the adventure of what we're doing now.
Yeah, so another reason we haven't been vlogging is we were super busy this fall and into early winter because we've been here in Hawaii at YWAM Kona, which is also the University of the Nations, and we are working with an upper level school called School of Worship, and which kept us very busy.
Yeah,
so,
a great busy, and we met some amazing people and got a chance to teach, one-on-one and personally in small groups, students that are wanting to do this thing that we've been doing for decades now,
worship and not just music and worship, but music and worship in the context of like a missional lifestyle,
right?
Which is really cool, and that's what the School of Worship is all about. It's all about teaching music and worship in the context of a missional lifestyle, whether your mission becomes the local church and you go back home and you're serving at a local church, or whether you're serving in another nation,
or serving nomadically in the case like
in an RV.
A lot of you guys have come to our network, and most of you don't even know that we do music. Most of you just see that we're a family that lives in an RV, but that's our heartbeat. We love music, we love the church, we love the kingdom of God, and we love serving in that capacity. We've been doing it for a long time, and this is very close to our heartbeat, to be able to teach the next generation to do what we've been doing too.
Yeah, so now this quarter we're still at the YWAM base, and we actually just moved into a new apartment, and I can't wait to show it to you guys.
Yeah, she's gonna have to do like
I'll have to do a little apartment tour.
Yeah.
Because it's really cute.
So
it's a
great.
Cute place.
Oh, and it's right along the lines of what we've been praying about, because
it's exactly what we've been praying about. Yeah.
The musicianry thing.
Yeah. The thing is we've been living in the tiniest, littlest apartment.
Which is funny because we lived in an RV.
Yeah.
I would say, I've told people, I feel like the apartment that we were in was smaller than our RV.
Yeah, it definitely had less storage, which is crazy.
Isn't that wild?
So we've been living in a little 2-bedroom apartment, and the bedrooms were actually bigger than our living space by a lot. So like our living space, where our kitchen and our living room was like really tiny, and we couldn't even fit a table in it. So it was actually smaller than our RV, because at least in our RV we all kind of gathered around our little table. We couldn't even do that. But we had an outdoor space. It's a deck, but they call it a lanai here in Hawaii. So we had a lanai that we would
I will stop her real quick to say, I'm really curious to see what that just did.
Oh yeah.
That we're learning this camera right now.
So we had
we
had a lanai that we would put tables out on, and we would invite people over, and we would have our own family dinners out there too, but to have people over, which is our heart, to have community, to be discipling young people and because really this is YWAM, which stands for Youth with a Mission. And that still is the heartbeat of the organization, even though there's families like ours that are coming in. We're coming in mostly as servants and as disciplers and mentors because we love this generation and we really believe that they are the world changers. They are the ones that are going to go out and influence all the spheres of society and bring the love and hope of Christ. And so for us, it's just been a hope and a dream of ours to be able to have a really consistent community among the young people so that we can encourage them, so that we can just share with them some of the things that we've learned in our lifetime, and to see them thrive and to see them kind of just move into that destiny, to move into the things that God has called them to
actually, help them believe that they can too.
Yeah.
And we always talk about that. I believe we can. Man, putting that speech in your language every day. Young people need that.
They do.
This is a whole generation of people that don't believe they're good enough.
Right.
They don't believe that they have purpose. So it's really awesome to see that. So guys, we're really grateful to be doing it. Today, you're just going on a ride with us. We're headed over to Costco, which is about 15 minutes away from campus. Just
in the other direction than what we're actually going.
And we're going to go to the farmer's market.
We're really going to the farmer's market today. But why did we go to Costco?
We're just going to Costco to get gas. That's it.
Yes.
Gas out here on the island is like insanely expensive.
And I imagine it's in any of the islands. So
but Costco is like $1 a gallon cheaper. Go ahead.
So if you if you come to any of the Hawaiian Islands and you rent a car or anything like that, make sure you have your Costco membership because it is $1 cheaper.
It is crazy.
That makes a big difference.
So expensive here.
So we go to Costco because their gas is mainland prices and their food is mainland prices as well, which is really important here also because if you go to the grocery store, a gallon of milk is going to be between $6 and $8, and here it's between $4 and $5.
Yeah,
a little better.
So, and two, great opportunity to just throw out there. Like, we would love to hear from you guys if you have questions. We want to start this interaction again with our community. I'll answer one question that a lot of you probably have. Why didn't you bring your RV to Hawaii? Why didn't we bring the RV to Hawaii?
Because Hawaii is a volcano.
And gas is really expensive.
And everything is uphill. Do they even have diesel? Yeah, they have diesel.
Yeah, but
of course they do, because they have really big diesel trucks here. Let me tell you guys, people in Hawaii love their big trucks. And the bigger the truck you have, the more like well-to-do you are. And so people do have big, huge dually diesel trucks. But they don't really have many RVs here because it's just, everything is uphill. And it's just not, there's just not anywhere to park it either. So we've seen a couple though, right?
We've seen a couple and they're small. And I still think, sorry, I'm trying to back up into this spot. I still think to myself, like, why would you bring an RV here? We're on the biggest of all of the Hawaiian Islands and there's not many places to go.
Well, the island is probably, oh, look at that cute little hippie van. Gotta show that to you guys. Oh, it's so cute. That's the closest that you will see to an RV here, and you actually see quite a bit of those, like the little VW vans, or like the Sprinter vans. You'll see a couple of those. So maybe Class B would do well. Okay, here, because the thing is people do kind of camp out on the side of the road here. Often there's quite a bit of a homeless or vagabond culture here because the weather is pretty mild, and so you will get people that just park their van like that on the side of the road by Target, and nobody really does anything about it. But what was I saying? before I got interrupted by the van. It was so cute. We've seen a couple RVs around the island, but they're just not really popular here. Another thing is when you do ship an RV over, it has to be completely gutted and back to its original form, I guess. That's what I've heard. Like, you can't have any property or possessions in it at all. It has to be completely empty, and I think like it has to be in the original layout and stuff of what the manufacturer built it. Otherwise they can't ship it. So that's another reason why you don't see RVs around here very often. So yeah, trying to think. I don't know what I was saying before the hippie van came by. That's how distracted I am. Sorry, I'm just a mom with kids and my brain doesn't work. Maybe Trent will remember what we were talking about. But anyways, so yeah, we're at Costco. Gonna get some gas, and then we're gonna head to the farmer's market, which you guys have probably seen some of our videos of our farmers market hauls, the things that we have found here. We always find really interesting stuff. Lots of like really exotic tropical fruits, and we have one lady that we go to whose husband is the president of the Hawaii Tropical Fruit Growers Association, and so she always has really interesting stuff that they've collected from all over the nations. Any kind of tropical area, they go and they collect specimens and then they bring it back and grow it on their own property. And so we've gotten some really interesting stuff from them.
Are they still here? They didn't leave?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Hey guys, I'm back.
They didn't leave. I lost my train of thought though, because I saw this really cute hippie van.
Oh, what were we talking about?
I don't remember.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. I saw this cute hippie van, and so I was like, oh yeah, that's the kind of RV that you would see around here. That's the extent.
Like a mini Winnie or something like that.
Oh, not even a mini Winnie. No, you don't see those. That's
true.
That's a Class A. We've seen one Class A since we've been here, and that was
Mini Winnie isn't a Class A.
a mini Winnie is a Class A, love.
It's a Class B. Smaller.
No.
Yeah, like the
No.
like
No.
the you know, the singer people that we met in DC at Awaken the Dawn.
That's a Class
Our
C,
house.
love.
That's a mini Winnie.
That's not a mini Winnie. That was a View. That was a
It was
Winnebago
a View. She's right. I'm wrong. That's it.
Always. Just remember that.
Okay. All right. So where are we talking?
I don't know. I think you can get a mini Winnie in a Class C as well, but anyways.
We're talking about just what we're doing today. We're giving you guys updates about how passionate we are about this new community of worshipers and this new generation. And you know, a lot of people ask us the questions about like, what are we doing? Where are we going? You know, well, we're here right now, praying about coming back to the States this summer. I should say the continental U.S. In the RV, we still have the RV, and we have some big dreams and plans that we're hoping for that we still got to iron out.
Yeah.
We're headed to the farmer's market right now because Saturdays we like to go to the farmer's market.
Yes. And tomorrow, actually, we are having our first worship gathering at our house.
Yeah.
And we're super excited about
awesome.
that because
We're excited about that.
Yeah, we're just bringing young people in. It's going to be tomorrow, which is right now it's Saturday, so it's Sunday evening, and we're going to try to do kind of every Sunday evening, just have people over and just gather and worship and pray together, because that's how you like just create a lifestyle of worship and discipleship. You know, you're in people's lives, you get together, and this is something that we would encourage you guys with also, as believers, to, you know, these students here have the opportunity to say, I'm not going to go to another worship gathering. I go to worship gatherings all week long. Like literally, they're in lectures, they're in you know, 1 to 2 hour intercessory prayer sets. They're in worship gatherings several times a week, corporate kind of things. And just like you know, you guys might go to church on Sunday and have a worship gathering, or go to a midweek worship service or something like that. But they have so much opportunity to say, I'm not going to go to another worship gathering because I've already done that.
Church.
Church. I'm not going to. A lot of them say, I'm not going to go to church on Sunday. I'm going to go to the beach, which is cool. Sunday morning, instead of church, they'll probably go to the beach. That's cool. But the important thing is that I don't know how that went around the corner.
I don't know how it went around the corner. We're still figuring this out.
Yeah. The important thing is that we gather together as believers, and we walk in the power of our God, and we pray. We pray in earnesty for the things that God's heart is yearning for, and we partner with Him, and we partner with each other in life. And so, like, I would encourage you guys too. Don't neglect the fellowship of the believer during the week. Like the Acts Church, the first
real
church.
Fellowship, though.
They got together and they ate together and they shared all things and they discussed all things, and these are things that just naturally happen when you spend time with people.
Right.
And in this generation where we're so like connected through these devices, we can almost feel like we're already connected to people, and we can lose sight of the fact that we're actually disconnecting from people more and more every day. So take the opportunity to invite people over, even if it's just, seeing that new family or that new couple or that new young person at church, and just saying, hey, I'd like for you to come over for dinner. Just for the sake of coming over for dinner, and have people over, fellowship with other believers, pray with other believers. And I think that if we do more of that, we're going to see the church begin to wake up. Because, like, really, I believe that the American church especially is in a stupor, is in kind of a slumber right now.
Oh yeah, I think you just called the American church stupid.
I didn't say stupid, I said in a stupor.
It sounded like
But, it's one of these things where we can get so busy with our lives and with our own family and with our own church and our just our day-to-day schedule, that we don't spend time with people anymore.
Yeah. Man.
And that's what Christ's church was built on. It was built on relationship. He said, love one another. Spend time with one another. He set the perfect example for us. In fact, he spent the majority of his time with 12 other guys, and most of the time a bunch of other people as well. And it was rare. He did pull away at times to be alone with the Father and pray, but he wasn't about his own agenda. He was always about sharing what he had, which was the love between him and the Father, with others around him. And that's what God's put in you too. He's put his love in you and his care into you so that you can share it with others. And
we're also thankful that you guys want to spend some time with us today.
Yeah, this is fun. This is something we actually really, really miss, because we had some really, really great conversations through our vlog.
Oh yeah.
With people.
And what we always make it a point to be completely real and honest and open, as if we were right there with you guys, and to the point that know, as we are traveling this summer even, you know, we'll be letting you know what parts of the nation we're in so that we can come and meet you and spend time with you, because that's a value to us and our family, you know. We love that.
Yeah, so tomorrow we're having community.
Yay.
We're choosing to, at this point, we're just taking one day out of the week to intentionally have community with people in our home. And knowing what we've seen in the past and, you know, just on the campus, we'll probably have young people in our apartment all the time.
Yeah.
Because they...
We love it.
Yeah.
And they're like aunts and uncles to our boys.
They are. Like, they love our kids, and our kids
We already
love
have
them.
1 million children in our house.
That's true.
There's like all the campus kids are...
They come over, they hang out. Our boys have their friends over all the time. So, yeah, we always have a lot of kids. We'll have a lot of young people just coming over and hanging out and having a break from roommates. That's always a good thing sometimes.
And having, like, you know, more of a family feel with some better food. We're at like...
Better food.
We're at like 21
let's
minutes.
spice it up.
How do you want to...
Let's spice it up. We're not going to show all of it.
No, it's great.
Yeah. So,
On our way to the farmer's market.
why don't you come to the farmer's market with us?
Yeah. So here we are at our local farmer's market. This is the good one. They have like a touristy one.
There's one in Kona that's not
It's
good.
lame, but this is a good one. So, yeah.
You put the lime in the coconut, you keep it on. Put the lime in the coconut, you serve it on. Oh, thank you. Lime in the coconut.
Lay process, and so you're gonna burp it every morning. I got some.
Yeah, and apparently the lava tube runs all the way up the hill. So like, it keeps on.
Yeah, I know.
I'm shirtless.
Gotta put it up next to my head.
I know, I get it, but you gotta pop it in 5 seconds.
It's not very good lighting. You gotta turn this way with it. There you go. There's an avocado. Wow.
These are my favorites, or at least the boys like these. Inga beans. They're super cool. Grab a little bit of the white stuff out of here. And it tastes like cotton candy. This one's by far our favorite little stop. And Siobhan gets all her fruit from these guys. They're so nice. And she always has to get a banana if you've never had a real good Hawaiian banana. Because you need to get the apple bananas. They're really cool.
Thank you. I thought 100. All right. I got 5 lemons. 4.
5 and 2. 10
And then some bananas.
Is this as many as we're getting?
How many do you want to get?
I don't know. How many do you want to get?
The boys like these. We'll get a couple. Avocado. We'll get that.
Look at all this fruit she gets from this place. Love it.
Do we want to get coffee?
I don't know.
We just want to. We could get
Siobhan and I may be really particular about Kona coffee. So I probably won't
not
get any
good.
coffee here. It's not that it's not good, people just don't know how to make it the right way. So if any of you out there want to revitalize some good Kona coffee, then come join us.
Move to Kona and start like
We'll-
roasting coffee properly.
Right.
Get one of these. Whoops. Oh, do you have kale?
Sold the last one just a minute ago. Yeah.
Dang, I was just saying this morning, man, I need some kale.
Would you like to try the fresco?
Oh, that is tart.
What is it?
And that's got sugar.
So is that just water and sugar and the fruit?
Yep.
Wow, it is
That's
almost like a
this
lemonade.
That's exactly what it is. It's lemonade made with Lulo instead of lemon.
That's so interesting.
Let me try it.
Fresco, baby.
Yeah, I'll trade you.
There's a little bit left in there.
Oh, that's good. I like it. Okay, time to go. We're gonna head back to the kiddos. Get a little hour away from them.
Parked your car right in the middle of the parking lot.
It's funny.
It's very strange. All
Why?
done at the farmer's market.
We
What
love
did we
coming
get?
here. Oh, we got lots of good fruits.
Lots of stuff.
Yes. Anyways, yeah, it's been a while since we've done this, and so how do we let them go? What do we say to finish?
What do we say?
Yeah, what do we say? Hang on, let me get her in the car real quick.
Yeah, just head back to our kids, kind of.
We're gonna head back to our kids. Be praying that we vlog some more, talking about some more stuff.
Pray for restful times for us where we can get the camera out and
Yes.
tell you all about what's going on.
Yeah.
Today, what are we doing today now?
Today we're gonna go see Pastor Iz. We have a barbecue with the
Oh, yeah.
elementary school.
The school, we have.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
it'll be a busy day.
Also,
but-
don't forget, we just came out with a brand new song, so check that out. Speak, and we'll link it right here. Okay.
Yeah,
Remember, guys, we can make the world better.
I believe we can.
Bye.
Bye.
I believe we can.